What is a liquid diet and do they work? Let's jump right in. My name is Elle, and as a registered dietitian, quite a lot of alarm bells go off when I hear the words liquid diet. One moment we're told to keep our fat intake low, the next try keto. We're told avoid juices, the next we're told to do a juice cleanse. We're told not to drink our calories, the next we're told only consume calories through liquids. Nutrition is very context dependent, and it is rare that I would ever give blanket advice, but when it comes to a liquid diet, the potential cons outweigh any potential benefits, and I would strongly advise you to avoid them unless you have been advised by your medical professional, as liquid diets can be prescribed for medical reasons such as before or after certain types of surgery. There are many different kinds of liquid diets, but they all carry the same ethos, which is to only consume nutrition through liquids. Liquid diets can consist of fruit and vegetable juices, or may be based on meal replacement shakes or soups and smoothies. Juice cleanses are often marketed as a way to detox. The good news is that you already have a detoxification system. It's called the liver, kidneys, skin, digestive system. You know, all of the things within your body that help the body get rid of waste. No tea, juice cleanse, or diet is necessary to cleanse anything. Although you might think drinking only fruits and vegetable juices sounds healthy, because we're always told to eat more fruit and veg, as they're portrayed as the epitome of health, the reality is that we need all food groups in different quantities for a reason. Fruit and vegetable juices are a great source of vitamins and minerals and different antioxidants, but relying solely on these means you're excluding entire food groups like protein and fats. Consuming only fruits and vegetables is going to leave you with a deficiency in other nutrients. You most likely won't be getting enough protein or essential fatty acids, and you'll be missing out on other key vitamins and minerals like vitamin B, vitamin D, calcium, and iron. Fruits and vegetables are not very energy dense, which is the main part of the diet. It means that an individual can fill up on liquids whilst not consuming many calories. Because liquid diets are typically low in calories, they can lead to weight loss. However, studies have shown that this weight loss is normally short term, and the weight is often regained when normal eating is resumed. Are you really just going to drink liquids forever? Liquid diets and juice cleanses are often marketed as a quick fix for weight loss, but the reality is that this weight lost initially is usually water weight, a reflection of depleted glycogen stores, and potentially because you've had diarrhea, which is another lovely side effect of these diets. We store carbohydrate in the form of glycogen in our muscles and in our liver. When we don't eat enough carbohydrate, glycogen is converted back into glucose, and this is drip-fed into our bloodstream. When our glycogen stores are at full capacity, they can normally provide us with energy for up to 24 hours, but a lot less if we're exercising. Although fruit and vegetable juices will provide energy in the form of sugar, they won't be providing enough carbohydrate for most people, and so it is likely that the stored glycogen will be used, and this will lead to a depletion in these glycogen stores. Glycogen storage capacity is approximately 15 grams per kilo of body weight, and so a depletion in glycogen stores can look like a drop of a few kilos on the scale. Muscle loss may also occur on a juice cleanse. Our body is in a constant state of muscle protein turnover, meaning that we are constantly breaking down and rebuilding muscle fibers. Protein is one of the macronutrients that we cannot store in our body for when we need it, like in situations where we don't get enough. So when we don't have enough protein, which is likely going to happen on a juice cleanse, amino acids are taken from skeletal muscles to provide amino acids for more vital tissues, and this can lead to muscle loss over time. Low energy intakes can also lead to low energy. And this can also look like low mood and having difficulty concentrating. For those who are active, this isn't ideal and can even be dangerous as it increases your risk of injury. Juice cleanses are also commonly associated with gastrointestinal issues such as diarrhea, cramping, bloating, and constipation. Although fruits and vegetables contain fibre, juices tend to be lower in fibre as the skin and seeds are removed. And this can lead to constipation or diarrhea because there's nothing there to bulk stools up. Juices tend to be digested quite quickly. When you think about it, they're practically pre-digested because everything is blended up and broken down. This can lead to spikes and dips in blood sugar levels, which can leave us feeling dizzy, with cravings, and struggling to concentrate. When it comes to liquid diets that are based on meal replacement shakes and soups, these tend to be a bit more nutritious than a juice cleanse. They're often not as low in energy as a juice cleanse, but are typically still quite low in order to promote weight loss. Meal replacements, soups, and smoothies are likely to be more filling than juice cleanses, which could make them easier to adhere to for some people. Including meal replacement shakes as part of a diet is likely to be more sustainable in the long run than solely having liquids. This is also likely to create a less aggressive calorie deficit, which, although might lead to slower results, is more likely to lead to longer lasting results. One of the biggest concerns around liquid diets is the long-term effects on weight. Dieting in general is strongly linked with weight regain, and a meta-analysis of 29 long-term weight loss studies found that more than half of weight lost was regained within 2 years, and 80% of weight loss was regained within 5 years. Weight regain after a diet can lead to ongoing cycles of dieting, leading to weight loss and regain known as weight cycling. Intense dietary restriction often leads to a rebound, which is what fuels yo-yo dieting and weight cycling. Our body hasn't evolved to know the difference between an intentional diet and a famine, and so it is really normal to experience extreme hunger and weight regain following a diet, especially one that is very low in energy and nutrients, like a juice cleanse. The one thing that all diets have in common is that they create an energy deficit, which can lead to weight loss over time. A liquid diet, keto diet, or low-fat diet isn't responsible for weight loss, but the lower energy intake as a result of following these diets is. It's not a case of whether liquid diets work or not, because they can, but whether or not they work long-term depends on the person and the approach. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And for more evidence-based nutrition advice, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Myprotein YouTube channel.